My sister stood up in front of 40 people at my mother's memorial lunch and said it out loud. "You don't even have kids. What do you need $340,000 for?" The room went silent. I didn't shout back. I didn't cry. I reached into my purse, pulled out a business card, and slid it across the table. Estate attorney, gold embossed letters. Her face went red. My aunt gasped. Someone dropped a fork. You want to know why I didn't argue back? Because 4 days earlier, she had sent me a contract, and the signature at the bottom was a forgery. I had 3 years of messages, I had recordings, and I had one document she didn't know existed. So tell me. Where are you watching from and what time is it there? Drop it in the comments, and hit subscribe because you're going to want to see where this goes. Let me back up. Growing up, Lisa got the birthday parties. I got the part-time job at 16. She was the golden child. I was the independent one. That's what everyone called it. Independent. Mom and I were cordial. We talked on holidays, but we weren't close. Then 5 years ago, Mom was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer. Lisa had 3 kids under 10. She lived 2 hours away. She told me, I just can't be there every day, you understand. So I became the caregiver. I took unpaid leave from my project manager job. I moved Mom into an accessible apartment near me. I learned how to manage her medications, her appointments, her insurance appeals. Hospice started 18 months before she died. I was there for every single meeting. Lisa visited twice. I kept every email, every bank statement, every visitor log from the hospice center. I'm a project manager. Documentation is what I do. 14 months before Mom died, her estate attorney came to the apartment. Mom was clear, sharp, firm. She updated her trust. I didn't ask what was in it. That felt wrong. But Mom smiled at me that night and said, "You gave me dignity." That's worth more than anything I own. I thought the will reading would be smooth. I had no idea Lisa had been planning this for months. 3 days after the funeral, Lisa showed up at my apartment. She brought her husband. She didn't hug me. She sat down at my kitchen table and said, "We need to talk about fair redistribution." I blinked. What do you mean? Mom wasn't in her right mind at the end. You isolated her. I had 3 kids to raise. I couldn't be there every single day like you. Her husband leaned forward. We've got college funds to think about. You're single. You don't have those pressures. I stayed quiet. Lisa slid a printed document across the table. I had a lawyer draft this. You sign, we split everything down the middle, and the family stays intact. I picked it up. Read the first page. It was titled Settlement Agreement. It claimed undue influence. It demanded a 50-50 split of all assets. At the bottom was a signature line. Next to it, a name I'd never heard of. I looked up. I need to think about this. Lisa's voice went cold. You have 48 hours, or I'm filing a formal contest, and I'll make sure everyone knows what you did to her. They left. I sat there for 10 minutes. Then I looked at that signature again. I Googled the name, no bar registration, no firm, nothing, so I made a call. I didn't sign. 49 hours later, my phone exploded. Lisa had started a family group chat, 32 people. I'm heartbroken. My sister is cutting me and my kids out of Mom's estate, after everything we sacrificed. The messages came in waves. My aunt, how could you be so selfish? My cousin, I always thought you were the good one. Guess money changes people. Another uncle, those kids deserve security. Shame on you. I tried to explain. No one listened. Then the certified letter arrived. Objection to probate. Undue influence and lack of testamentary capacity. Lisa had filed a formal contest. I sat alone in my apartment that night, staring at my mother's photo on the shelf. I thought I'd lost. Not the money, the family, the truth about who Mom really was in those last years. The quiet hours we spent together when no one else was watching. But then I remembered something. At the will reading, Mom's attorney had handed me a manila envelope. It was sealed with red wax. The label said, "If contested." I hadn't opened it yet. That night I did, and everything changed. Inside the envelope were 3 pages, handwritten. In Mom's careful script, dated 18 months before she died, notarized. The first line said, "I am writing this of my own free will and sound mind." Then she explained, "I have 2 daughters. One gave me her time, the other only asked for money." She listed 11 requests Lisa had made over 2 years: soccer fees, car repairs, down payment help, credit card minimums. Every single one Mom had declined. The amounts were written in the margin. I added them up. $87,000 total. At the bottom of the letter, Mom wrote, "I have chosen this distribution because I want my estate to go to the daughter who showed up." Attached to the letter were 2 signed physician statements. Both doctors certified that Mom was of sound mind and full capacity on the day she amended the trust. I read it 3 times. Then I called the probate attorney I'd hired the day after Lisa's visit. I said, "I have something you need to see." He came to my apartment that night. He read the letter. He looked at me. "This changes everything." But that wasn't the bombshell. Because the next day, he made a call to the hospice, and they still had the logs. Lisa found out I'd hired an attorney. She escalated. 2 days later, she posted on Facebook, "When you sacrifice everything for your children and your sibling steals your inheritance. Heartbroken, praying for justice." Broken heart emoji, praying hands. It got 140 reactions in an hour. Half my family shared it. The comments were brutal. "Sue her. This is disgusting. Your mom would be ashamed." Then her lawyer sent a formal demand: mandatory mediation within 10 days, or they would proceed to a full court hearing and involve the local press. I felt the walls closing in. But it got worse. 2 of my cousins signed affidavits for Lisa's legal filing. They claimed they had visited Mom and heard me speaking sharply to her about making the right choices. It was a lie, but it was in writing now. Lisa was building a narrative. She was using grief, social media, and fake witnesses to rewrite history. She wanted a public war. She had no idea what I'd already found, because my attorney didn't just get the hospice logs. He got the phone records. He got the bank statements. And he got something even Lisa had forgotten about: a recording. My attorney came back with a file 2 inches thick. First document, hospice visitor log, certified, 18 months of entries. Lisa's name appeared twice. Mine appeared 127 times. Second document, bank records. I had paid $11,340 out of my own checking account for Mom's copays, prescriptions, and mobility equipment. Lisa's Venmo history told a different story. 4 requests sent to Mom in the final year. "Hey Mom, can you help with soccer fees? $200. That one was sent 4 days before Mom entered hospice. Third document, phone logs pulled from Mom's cell account. Lisa called 6 times in the final 12 months. I called every single day. The hospice staff had logged everyone, and then my attorney handed me the last page. A transcript. Mom's estate attorney had made an audio recording during her final trust signing. It's legal in our state. Mom had asked him to do it, just in case. Her voice was clear. "I'm leaving my estate to my daughter who stayed. Lisa made her choices, I made mine." I listened to it once, then I closed the folder. Now I knew exactly what to do. I asked my attorney one question: "Can you run a basic asset check on Lisa?" He could. 2 days later, he called me. "Your sister and her husband are in serious financial trouble." He sent me the summary: $138,000 in unsecured debt, credit cards maxed, home equity line of credit denied, car loans 60 days past due, credit score 590. Her husband's business LLC had dissolved 8 months before Mom died. No income since. They were drowning. And a $340,000 inheritance would have cleared every single debt, paid off the house, reset everything. I sat with that information for a long time. I felt sorry for her. I really did. For about 5 minutes. Then I remembered the Facebook post, the fake affidavits, the group chat with 32 family members calling me a monster, the 18 months I gave to Mom while Lisa counted Venmo requests. She wasn't fighting for her kids. She was fighting to keep her house, and she was willing to destroy me to do it. I called my attorney back. "Let's go to mediation, and let's bring everything." My attorney and I built the mediation response over 3 days, 6 exhibits, 22 pages. Exhibit A, Mom's notarized letter. Exhibit B, visitor logs. Exhibit C, financial records showing my out-of-pocket costs and Lisa's requests. Exhibit D, the recording. Exhibit E, phone records. Exhibit F, physician certifications of capacity. I also made a decision. I wasn't going to destroy Lisa. I wasn't going to humiliate her in front of her kids, but I was going to stop her. So I told my attorney to prepare an offer. $5,000 from my personal account, not the estate. It would go into a 529 education plan for her 3 children. In exchange, she would drop the contest, sign a binding settlement, and agree never to dispute the estate again. A non-disclosure agreement would keep the details private. Boundaries, not revenge. My attorney looked at me. You don't have to offer her anything. I know, but this isn't about winning. It's about protecting the truth, he nodded. I printed the mediation packet myself. I wanted to hand it to her. The mediation was set for Wednesday at 2 in the afternoon. I didn't sleep the night before, but I didn't need to. The documents would speak for me. The mediation room was small, neutral, beige walls, a long table. The mediator sat at the head, Lisa and her husband on one side, their attorney next to them, me and my attorney on the other. Lisa looked confident, almost smug. She started. My sister manipulated a dying woman. We have witness statements, we have a valid claim, and we're not backing down. Her attorney nodded. I said nothing. My attorney slid the binder across the table. Before we proceed, we'd like to present 6 exhibits for the record. The mediator opened it. Exhibit A, Mom's letter. The mediator read it aloud. I am of sound mind. I have chosen this distribution because one daughter gave me time and the other only asked for money. Lisa's face went pale. Exhibit B, visitor logs. The mediator looked at Lisa. 2 visits in 18 months. Her husband shifted in his seat. Exhibit C, financial records. My $11,000 in caregiving costs. Lisa's 4 Venmo requests. Exhibit D, my attorney pressed play on his laptop. Mom's voice filled the room. Clear, firm, unmistakable. I'm leaving my estate to my daughter who stayed. Lisa made her choices. Lisa's attorney asked for a recess, 10 minutes. When they came back, his face was grim. We'd like to discuss settlement terms. Lisa tried to interrupt. This is fake. She doctored. Her attorney cut her off. Lisa, stop talking right now. He turned to the mediator. We have no viable case. If we proceed to a hearing, my client risks sanctions for the false affidavits. I spoke for the first time. I'll give you $5,000 for a 529 plan. You drop the contest. You sign an NDA. That's the offer. Silence. Lisa's husband whispered something urgent in her ear. She was crying now. Her attorney slid the settlement agreement in front of her. She signed. The mediator declared the contest formally withdrawn. It was over in 90 minutes. Lisa didn't look at me when she left. Lisa blocked me on every platform the next day. The family group chat went silent. 2 of my aunts reached out privately. I sent them copies of Mom's letter with my attorney's permission. Word spread quietly. Within a week, Lisa's Facebook post disappeared. No explanation, no apology. I didn't gloat. I didn't post my own version. I just moved forward. I took $25,000 of the inheritance and set up a grant through a local nonprofit. The grant is named after my mother. It's for family members who take unpaid leave to provide end-of-life care. 3 caregivers received it in the first year. I was there at the ceremony. I brought a photo of Mom. The rest of the inheritance I invested. Simple index funds, protected principal. And I took 3 weeks off and went to Ireland. It was Mom's dream destination. She never made it, so I went for both of us. I didn't win. There's no winning when your family fractures like that, but I protected Mom's voice. I honored what she wanted, and I learned something important. Love isn't about what you demand when someone dies. It's about what you give when no one's watching. I don't hate Lisa, I really don't, but I don't trust her. And I've learned that's okay. You can love someone from a distance. You can set a boundary and still sleep at night. 1 year after the mediation, I got an email. It was from Lisa's oldest daughter. She's 16 now. It was short. Thank you for the 529. I didn't know the whole story before. I'm sorry. I didn't reply. She didn't need me to. I printed it. I put it in the folder with Mom's letter, and I closed the chapter. So here's my question for you. If someone demanded that you justify a gift that was given to you, would you fight back or walk away? Drop your answer in the comments. I read every single one, And if this story meant something to you, hit that subscribe button. Because the truth, when it's backed up, doesn't need to shout. One last thing. This story is a fictionalized dramatization for entertainment purposes. It is not legal, financial, or family counseling advice. Always consult qualified professionals for your specific situation. Thanks for listening.